some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans about to kick it away and get this season started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
It's a running room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
With the catch, it's Morton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Under fire. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Working the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Morton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just keep slinging it. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if he lost one down the sideline. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way.
Breaks into the open. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially in these third down situations.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Off the RPO, full right, looking for the chains. How about that defense right? Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Makes the grab past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Morton. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Harmon. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off play action. Got the quick pass. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. He's looking to pass. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up.
And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And you got to have that clock in your head, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you better get rid of the ball. You better see it and throw it. He does a bad job holding on to the football. The defense makes the sack and puts him in third and long.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Red Raiders want to crank their tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd and you're trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Throwing right. Got a man. It's Cameron. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Morton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Durham. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Rushes on him, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick strike complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
28, USC, 9.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Morton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And honestly, it's complimentary football in this game.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter.
The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Running back searching for a hole. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.